So now we're going to talk about machinery and the safety and terminology used with most of the machines in the MTW classroom. As you may have been told, before you turn on any machine, you must first locate the emergency stop, or as some people call it, a mushroom stop. These are generally located close to your hands or your feet. When I use a bandsaw, my emergency stop is located here, beside my feet. It's called a kick stop. The second thing we should know is an isolation switch. The isolation switch is a switch generally on the wall that cuts off all the power to the machine. As you will see with the next machine, the isolation switch is clearly visible. However, it's just not in the shot of this video. Every machine you use in the MTW workshop will have a blade for it. Okay? For your safety, every blade should have a guard. You should never have more of the blade exposed than you need at any one time. Take for example this bandsaw. This bandsaw has an adjustable blade. I can higher it and I can lower it depending on what material I need to cut. Finally, on a bandsaw we have what's called a fence. The fence on a bandsaw is adjustable. It works like a stop does on our pieces, on our hand tools. What we can do is keep our material tight against our fence at all times to ensure we cut straight and properly. When we cut material, small material, or else we're coming towards the end of a piece of material and we find our hands are coming too close to the blade, we use what are called push sticks. As you can see, there is a 90-degree groove taken out here. This is to allow you to grip your piece and push it through the blade. It keeps your hands away from the blade and helps to avoid risks and hazards. The next machine that we're going to talk about is a mortise machine. Now, you guys may have seen in my video about joints what a mortise is. This is a machine that's used for digging out our mortise trench. So, first thing we notice again is our emergency stops and our isolation switch. Okay, located behind and right beside the machine for ease of use. On our mortise machine, we have a fence for setting against our piece, like we had on our bandsaw. We also have a table or bed that is adjustable. Our adjustment wheel moves this. The wheel can be adjusted to move back and forth or side to side. On our mortise machine, we have a blade, the same as all our machines. However, on a mortise machine, the blade is called an auger and chisel. This part here is the auger chisel. Inside, it has a little drill that cuts away most of our material, and the auger squares up the edges, the same as squaring it off with a chisel. Finally, what we have is a plunge lever. The plunge lever is used to engage the auger chisel with our workpiece, and it's simply done by plunging our handle down, straight back up. The final machine that I'm going to speak about is the pillar drill. Again, we have our emergency stop and our isolator behind the board. On a pillar drill, we have a spinning piece here. This piece is what's known as the chuck and is used for holding our drill pieces inside. It is important that for safety, as you all know, we're always protected from this spinning piece. So we have what's called a chuck guard that moves into place and is held firmly in place in front of our chuck while the machine is in use at all times. Finally, what else we have is called a depth stop. This is on most machines, and especially on any machine that has a plunger. So what the depth stop does, it allows you to find the height you wish to drill to or plunge to. If you don't wish to go the whole way through your piece, you can adjust the depth stop, tighten it using the thumb screw where you would like the depth to finish, and simply engage the plunger until the depth stop reaches its limit. And this won't allow the chuck to extend any further into your piece. When we talk about machines, machines have different speeds, especially on machines like pillar drills. They have what's called gear speeds. You can see here a hand dial 1, 0 and 2. These comply with different speeds. You can hear the difference between them. Speed 2 is spinning a lot faster than speed 1, simply because it's set to a different gear speed inside the head. Again, we have an adjustable table that can be raised or lowered depending on the need and the size of our workpiece. Finally, when you hear someone working with machines or talking about machinery in the workshop, they often refer to what's called the feed. The feed is the speed, for example, your drill piece into your material. If I pull the lever rapidly, that's a fast speed. However, if I feed slowly, it's called a slow speed. Like I said, feed just represents the speed at which your machine and your material engage.